Why, hey, would you look at that? It's Hearthstone. In this case, the Battlegrounds. The bit where, you know, we have stuff and things. Do 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 do. Battle down, battle down. What wonderful sounds the Hearthstone interface makes. Let's play a game. How bad can it be? My suspicion is not that bad. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. As you can see, our games so far today have been pretty meh. Terrible start, decent continuance, and then we've had some very middling results from there. But I'm sure things will go just fine as we move on from here. Alright. So many choices. My god, Divine Shield. A roulette wheel. Useless. And Prestidigitation. Do like Prestidigitation. I like George the Fool, and especially when dragons are involved. And pirates. Both very fun to have Divine Shield on. Pretty rubbish to begin with, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll manage. We've got a lot of armor to make up for that. Battlegrounds, I haven't played Battlegrounds. It is an auto-battling game. So you spend your turn buying stuff. You have a lad that has a special power roll thing. And then we go and we fight. I pick this one. Why? Because it seems to me to be besterest. No, I like there are a couple of groups of minions I will play. I like dragons. I like undead. And I don't mind pirates, but I'll only take them if nothing else I enjoy is in the game. Well, I like mech as well. But that's about it. Dragons, mech, undead, and pirates if I can't play the other three. That's what we go for here on this particular Chanel.
Oh, it's an ambush!
And you know what? That's good. These are good. My word. An AFK man. Amazing. We love those. We definitely take those when we pick a minion, which is not very good on the first turn. Yeah, what 1-4 stats on the first used to be pretty good, honestly.
Impressive.
But,
Remind me
it
never
seems
to
like
cross
a League
you.
of Battler. Not as good anymore. My god. I speak as somebody who has played Battlegrounds since it first came out. I took a bit of a hiatus for Season 5. But I did an awful lot of playing of this in the first couple of years of it being out. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I think they've added a little bit too much stuff for my liking. Much like what happened with Dota when they went up to neutral items and heroes being able to get to level 30 talents. It just adds levels of complexity to the game, which, while definitely fascinating and good for variety and that sort of thing, I don't know, all these additional mechanics, they don't really thrill me as much as they might thrill others. Oh, we're being given an absolute treat in this game here today.
Oh, that was quite the show.
No, but as a result,
I got my permits!
just buy anything with dragon written on it is a happy time for us to see. No, but as a result, these tavern spells, so many new heroes. It really leads to each game feeling very, very different, which is great. But at the same time, the capacity for you to hit edge cases and to have one particular hero's hero power just synergize so much with what they're offered that game and run away with things. I dislike that a bit more. So I think I probably prefer the slightly more simplicity, that also negates the capacity for absurdity a little bit more. But
You stay quite
still an
the thing.
enjoyable game.
Now you've got to defend.
Still very much an enjoyable game. And our run started off really very nicely. If last game as Dragons is anything to go by, we'll actually be able to keep this for quite a long time, given that we've been able to pick up the Smuggler. And we're cruising, both well. No, it's actually a very, very handy card for us.
Well, they sure won't want to be messing with the likes of you again.
Well, this has been very straightforward turns.
At the very least, they can be a distraction.
I enjoy the Strike Oil. I think it's a very handy card. I like having a front Drake while we've still got not too many folks on the board. I find a lone front Drake is very unsatisfying. Only very useful when you get two. But that's alright. I'm sure we'll be able to hit enough cards that will make this work. Protowhelp's going to keep buffing himself up by 1 every turn, and with the Divine Shield, it's going to become exceedingly more valuable. What we've really got to worry about is how fast we're able to tier. That's the main thing that holds back dragons, is whether you get a Caligos, or how many of the lovely tier 4 lad that stats for every dragon you have. What on earth is he called? Razor
We'll be singing tales
very,
about
very,
you
very
now.
handy. Get him earlier on a good time. Oh my word. Well. That's a hell of a build. That's a hell of a build indeed. Don't like that. Yeah. I find etc. generally hits it off for a very good start. And often is able to carry that all the way through to a good ending as well. I have seen a bad etc. game in a long time. Another Whelp summon is excellent. But we do need the tier 2 lad that's going to buff up all of our folks every turn. Oh, he's not tier 2, is he? He's tier 3. He is this lad, the Nether Drake. We're going to require him. Otherwise, this Protowhelp is going to be the only thing getting buffed up. And this did happen in again. The dragon game I played a bit earlier. I think it was the 2nd place. Yes, we had these Protowhelps, but we didn't get this Nether Drake for a very long time. And that meant that this Protowhelp was really the only thing we had going for us. And he became quite immense, which was lovely. That was not had early enough to get us over the line. So we've actually played an awful lot of dragons today. Oh, this was a rough loss. This was a game that went nowhere. Never got anything synergistic together. It was all awful. Everything was scattered and mixed.
You're on the right path.
Yeah, it was not good. Not good at all. Ooh. Darn, I was really hoping they hadn't had anything good in their hand. Really? God, that's disgusting. Well, AFK is going to have an absolutely wonderful time this game. They're just going to adore everything they get. That McGurgle is going to get absurdly large. You see, once it gets summoned,
Call it wild for nothing.
that
Always
McGurgle
good
is
to
actually
have a
still
little
able
help.
to
You sure are quick
use
on the draw.
its power, which is very... I'm not the biggest fan. It is, I
That one
find it
might
very
not be the
frustrating.
best, but they'll be loyal.
But
It's just a little sand in your eyes.
really getting very fortunate this game, I must say. In our minion offerings, and as a result, our board is not really getting any better. Although I have played Strike Oil twice, which is which at this tier really can lead to some problems. I mean, if you're striking oil twice very early on, you're gonna have issues. Really are gonna have issues. It's not something I'd ever recommend actually doing, but it's just a card that I see and I pick because I have an affection for the long game. We just have to get there. And it will make these turns coming up easier. It will. It will. You just have to survive them. It's going to take quite a while for them to pay for themselves. If you think about it, you're spending 3 to gain 1 each turn, so it has to go 3 turns by before you make up on that investment. And thankfully, gold is worth more a little later in the game, arguably, when you're paying for better things
It's an
with it.
ambush.
Oh, that Sands Viewer is actually quite good. That'll give us 2 more things that our whelps are actually. Yeah, see that's more like what I was expecting from the Forager. You know, just some skimpy 5/5. But no, definitely it wasn't. Oh dear. Oh my word, that's not good at all. That's awful. Oh, we're in a struggle this game. We're in a struggle this game. I think we'll stay at 3. We'll look for that that rather important dragon. What have I done? Why have I bought the things that I've bought?
It's just a little sand in your eyes.
I mean, I could sell the 2 front drakes,
Pleasure
because I don't think we're going to
business
live
with
3
you.
turns otherwise.
Hi-yo,
Oh
Goldie,
no,
away!
we're now not going to get the Sandsfield buff. What am I doing? What am I doing, frankly? This is the beginnings of a good setup. It just needs 1 more minion on the field. Oh, that is not good. That is not good for us at all, unfortunately. Although, against an undead list, now his lads will have been dying every turn, so these sand spears are going to do nothing. But the rest of our board has some hope of being useful. Oh, we've balls this one up quite a lot. I think those strike oils are a tad greedy. A little bit early, and our Boon of Light doesn't really show its value yet. We kind of need to have that one go on a bit before that becomes super helpful for us. Oh, buying that front drake was a poor idea. In
No
retrospect,
fighting in the saloon! Take it outside!
that's a problem with the thinking, the acting too fast. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be an absolute massacre, unfortunately. This is going to be... Oh good, that's at least it's in the oh my. Oh, that... Oh. Okay, this could be worse. Great. This is good. Hit the 2-4. That'll do. That'll do. I think that was handy for us. Could have been better, but it could have been worse. We just have to not die this turn against the last in the game. That's
This'll put
wonderful.
grit in your craw.
Oh, good.
You burn
Here.
it.
Just a little sand in your eyes.
Do this. None of these are particularly helpful, so I guess we'll take Bran. We can buff Blind Shield Lad. We might then...
Get that gold while the getting's good.
We could buy this, or we can buy a Natural Blessing. Unfortunately, if we buy a Natural Blessing, we won't have
That
7
one
minions
won't
on the
steer
field.
you
And
wrong.
we kinda need 7 minions on the field. So we'll do this instead. Right. All we have to do is survive. We do kind of need that Natural Blessing. We should have bought that Natural Blessing. Now that I think about it for longer than half a second, that Natural Blessing would have been very helpful for us and given us a lot more than 4-4 of stats. Whoops. Oh, well. Well, we've made some errors this game, one must admit. Not my best. This rating is not maintained by having consistently excellent performances. It's maintained by having consistently mediocre performances. I think my typical average finish on a day is
It's an ambush.
4th. But that's generally enough to get us over the line. Oh my god. He's got what? Well, that's just horrific. We can't even... The odds are completely unknown to us as well. Well, that was fun. Oh, this is just awful. Okay, they're 4-1s. It's a brand new... It's a brand new land. Okay. Okay, that could be worse then. We may even win this round. Yeah. My god. Did we kill him? Did we tear up to... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. That's very not good at all,
That was
actually.
quite the
In
showdown.
fact, oh, we're against AFK. Okay. Well, that's probably our game gone, but we'll give it our best shot. 2 whelp smugglers. Not what we need, one must admit. Could be handy. What we really need is to find another Amber Guardian. We did not find another Amber Guardian. We did find an electric synthesizer. We'll need that. Let's sell this Amber Guardian. With a Boozling. Turn that attack down. this lad, buy that synthesizer, I might buy that fleeting vigor as well. Yes, why not? Our dragons up a bit. Give this lad taunt. Get everyone sharing it tight with this some stuff. We'll give that lad taunt. That lad taunt. We can give this lad taunt, why not? Everybody gets taunt. We can have some extra attack. And oh boy, gee willikers, bad man. His McGurgle might be the only strong thing he has. Like, the only really strong thing he has. And if that's the case, then we have hope. We do have hope. I could sell these two to give our Amber Guardian Divine Shield, but I don't think we need to, because it's going to give this Synthesizer Divine Shield, and that's decent value. So we'll keep that. We should put this guy last. Oh man, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong.
You got them right where you want them.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well. Okay. This is interesting. Very curious to see what's in his hand. Totally manageable. Totally manageable. What on earth was that? What? Well, I am confusion. I have no idea what that was.
Well, they sure won't want to be messing with the
That's
likes
important,
of you again.
that echoing roar, I must say. Really overlooked importance in this particular sort of thing for Draconates. That's just awful. We should have taken the undead one. Oh, good. Razorgore, we needed you.
Worthy addition.
So, sell that lad. We'll give him 10 attack. We'll sell that lad. This T-set's only going to give 3, so let's not bother. Pause the thing I had going on another screen. It was taking up all of my bandwidth.
You sure are quick on the draw.
Another refresh.
You sure are
We finally
quick on the
found
draw.
another Drake. Wonderful. We need that lad. The Amber Guardian Divine Shield, because he will give the Razorgore Divine Shield. And the Razorgore will go there. And we order everything from largest to lowest attack. Or well, it's one way to do things. I prefer to do it that way. It just means that things get... if they've got a large taunt, you're not going to waste small guys hitting it until the large one comes along and actually finishes the job off. And as somebody who likes to make their duelist lads taunt when playing pirates, but we'll see. I mean, random tavern spells are pretty good hero power. We're not going to win this game
I
by a
once
long
took
shot.
down
There
a
are too
whole
many
gang myself.
lads who powered
Two
themselves
is
up
a
to high
gang,
tiers and then
right?
survived. So I think a lot of these top folk are going to fall down the list pretty quickly. We've just got to try and make sure we're not one of them. Dragons is not bad at this sort of holding on type play, so hopefully we'll be able to make that last. It's difficult, you see, because while we do want to be tearing up, we really
Oh, it's an ambush.
easily do so at the moment. We just don't have the funds. We'll win this. Very good. Very good. Now you see, when I said that, I did reckon without having seen that lad, who is perfect
Wild horses couldn't drag me away
against
from this.
us, in fact. That's very frustrating. But we shall survive. We shall do our best. I mean, the amber's not bad. Wow. I think we have to just tier and gray at this point. So buff that lad. Sound of our Nether Drake. It could be worse. Alright? It could be worse. Not by an awful lot. Really. Like, exceptionally vulnerable to what you just saw with that lad. Having the Exploder lad that takes all the Divine Shield away immediately. But as long as our opponents don't have that, we have a fighting chance. Our real problem is just that we've got only 2 lads with more than 20 attack, which means if they are, say, dragons, and quite difficult to break down as our next opponent is, then we can be in some trouble. But we'll do what we can. We will do what we can. Got some very handy things going on the other side, which I'm very excited for. And we're going to do a couple more armor things. Little editor stuff and fights and showcases and narrated whatsits, because they're quite enjoyable. I do love flying those things. I mean, helicopter flying. Very difficult. We could try out jet flying, but you'll just quickly discover that I'm exceptionally bad at jet flying in a sim. I just don't have the look around. I don't have good keybinds for your turning the head around and your global awareness type thing.
No fight in the saloon! Take it
Spatial
outside!
things. That's a word I'm looking for. Okay! I legitimately actually... Oh, that is just awful. That is just... like... honestly... diabolical. Oh my... for heaven's sake! Oh, that really is rubbish. That really is rubbish. That's diabolically bad. Yeah, that... not hitting those warp wings with anything and having it immediately hit the thing that had lost Divine Shield, which was our only good minion. That... oh... that was horror. That was just horror.